Hi.
We are in Shiny Happy Jen's crazy room.
Well, this is just one of my crazy rooms.
One of her crazy rooms.
This is the room that I keep some of my Chucky stuff in.
Some. So let's hear some stuff.
Here's some of the Chucky stuff I've collected up over the years.
This is what is this, Jen?
I have a lot more of it. I just don't have the room to display it. Well, this guy here.
Yeah, explain to somebody this stuff.
This is one of the posable doll figures that used to be on the shelving at a lot of showrooms back in like the early 90s.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Phase 3. When they had kind of the cool showrooms that had the rainbow lighting and the planters on the walls. And they used to have these shelves with different themes, and there'd be like one for like movies, there'd be one like a TV Western, there'd be another one where Chucky's dressed as a rock star. Long before we had this guy here.
Look at him. Look how beautiful that guy is.
Hey, I like to rock.
He doesn't sound like that anymore, Jen. You need to try some new impressions. Okay, let's keep going.
And then, well, let's see. Here's my fan club card from 1982 when I became an official member of the Chuck E. Cheese fan club at the Brandon, Florida store.
I am still officially not a member.
And I still got my test token cards from the Irving, Texas Chuck E. Cheese's when they were testing. I think this was the second time they tested the token card concept.
Do you remember the crazy ad that they had with the Australian guy?
Well, I remember Ryan Hollinsworth, who used to play the Tube Explorer.
Yeah, that's who it was.
Crazy. I don't remember an advert for him.
Yeah, he did for a token.
Was it like a show skit?
I don't know. I think
missed
it was.
That.
What?
And I got my party hats from like 1980.
Remember the 40th party where we had lunch stuck outside?
I got my 40th blowout right here. I got a whole bag of them actually.
Me too.
Stashed away.
Me too, Jen. Oh, let's hear some about this.
This guy. Yeah. This is the very first version of the Chucky character in plush form.
Yes.
It was made by Dakin out in California in the mid-70s. And they actually used to have a arcade game in the early Pizza Time theaters where they used this doll as a marionette puppet inside of this game cabinet, and you would push the buttons and the little arms and little legs would move, and they used the same doll for that. They used to have one of those at my old PTT. This is the original Munch plush back here from 1979.
That is so cool.
He's basically just a fuzzy pillow with like felt eyes and whatnot glued on him. It's kind of random.
What is this? Chucky what?
This is a... These are the little Chucky and his friends figures made out of crayons.
That's what
And this is actually a crayon that has tips that you can change.
That is amazing.
And each of these...
Who's on the...
It's Munch, Helen, Chuck, Jasper, and another Chuck.
Who's on the front?
And then this is a generic dog.
There's no Pasquale?
There's no Pasquale. Nobody cares about Pasquale.
Stop it. Okay.
Nobody cares about Pasquale, okay?
People care about...
Nobody cares about Pasquale. I'm sorry. Nobody cares.
My God.
So, that's what that is. It's a crayon.
What is that?
These are the little gibbets bits
that
you would
they are.
Snap into Crocs.
Yeah.
They sold those for a short time.
I was wondering what those... I thought that's what that was. Oh, what's that?
This used to have a big, long, sticky tongue. And it was one of those things that you used to flip to grab, like a grabber, like a sticky grabber.
Yeah, like a sticky hand.
Yeah, but this little piece is disintegrated many years ago. I mean, still got a little of that stickiness there, but...
Super cool.
I think I have a couple of those in bags.
I like these things up here. The pins.
Yeah, those old pins from the early 80s.
Are those official keychains? Or are those Cheesevention keychains?
These are keychains that were made... This one is, this purple one.
Yeah.
These other ones here, the Rockefeller ones, were custom made for the first Cheesevention.
That's what I thought.
By ShowbizPizza.com.
Oh, wow.
The ShowbizPizza.com donated those to put in our first goodie bags.
Those are really cool. What about this right here? Is this another version of your... Oops. Another version of...
Yeah, this is Cowboy Chuck.
Cowboy Chuck, yep.
He also used to be displayed on a shelf in a showroom.
Mm-hmm.
There's several different of those figures. There's like a sports version, there's him, there's the tux version, there's the rock and roll one, there's a baseball one, there's several different ones.
These are really cool.
This is a water game. These are old cups.
Is there water in that still?
There isn't currently
no
because
water.
It gets so hot in this room that it evaporates.
Or it'll boil.
But it's refillable if you unscrew the back here. But I just haven't bothered because the water's just going to evaporate again.
Are these old things for your food?
Yeah, these are table tents from 2001. They went to full color table tents right before they phased these out for good.
Full color.
They used to be red, just boring red and white generic table
like the
tents.
ones that they have now. What, they're not tents?
Well, they were made out of these plastic,
Yeah.
like upside down V's, but they were so easy to break. You know, the kids were always pulling these and splitting them. And then in 2001, I guess they got lots of, money in the store budget at corporate or something, so they decided to do full color ones, and they all had different little sayings. And when we junked them, I kept this one.
What about these?
Those are cups from the Showbiz Pizza Place at iDrive in Orlando back in 1982.
Just like now they have full.
They're wax cups, really beverage cups.
And they're still great.
I've had these a lot.
How many drinks did you drink out of them?
Well, they were only used once, but the paper has turned yellow over the years. And they're actually stained with soda because they were
soda cups.
They were put away somewhere for many years, and I just never, I was a kid back then. I never thought of rinsing them out. So this is actually, old Coca-Cola stains that are embedded in here.
Do you think it still smells like Coca-Cola?
I don't know.
Is this?
I try not to make a habit of sniffing my collectibles.
What's this?
I don't really be over.
Is that an official Chucky thing? That pizza thing? No, pizza thing.
We used to sell these. It was a generic prize that we sold at the counter. It's this one's actually broken, but it was a keychain, and it's a change purse.
Oh,
money,
that's really
so you
cool.
can put your tokens in here, and then you clip it into your belt. I have a couple of those. That one I just kind of had.
Are you trying to put Munch in a bag so he doesn't get to it?
Yeah, I'm trying to suffocate Munch.
Here's Munch, Chuck, Pasquale, Helen. Is this from one set right here?
Yes, that's the complete set of the small plush from like 1999.
This one is probably the most accurate Munch you can get to the robot Munch.
Yeah, you think so? I always liked this guy.
Oh yeah,
I always thought this series that they did with Dennis Fulham, these really nice soft plush ones.
I have these three right here. Did I buy these from you?
You might have. I think I sold you a Helen and a.
Yeah, Helen and Jasper.
Yeah, you got those from me.
I don't have the my phone. That's cool. I have this one or this one are the most accurate to the stage, right? That one or that one, because they have the green shoes.
I would say so, yeah.
And here's the big set over here. That's really cool, Jen. Back here.
Well, I used to have a large Jasper, but I sold it at Cheese Engine 10.
Oh, wow.
But I kept the large Chuck and the large Helen.
Back here.
Yeah.
The King and Queen set right here.
And I've had every one of the limited edition Chuckies. I still do, from the very first one to up to a certain year, and then the quality just started to bottom out, so I stopped collecting them.
Their new Chuckies are really nice.
Well, it's Rockstar Chuck, and I'm not a Rockstar Chuck fan.
I meant like the new Munch and new Jasper. Cool.
Oh yeah, the new small plush are really cute. I like the new small plush versions of the character. I'll probably end up getting some of those at some point.
Can you explain to me why this alligator at the Pizza 10 Theater hat? Can you tell me what that is?
That is a generic animal. They used to, in the early days of Pizza Time Theater, they used to sell generic stuffed animals, kind of like you get at a carnival for a carnival prize. They used to sell those at Jasper's General Store, which was the prize counter back then. And stores would try to choose animals that were kind of related to, say, their location. So this guy, he's an alligator.
Because he's from Florida.
Because he's from the Brandon, Florida Pizza Time Theater.
And you got the hat?
And they would sell the generic animals, and if you bought them, they would give you one of the coveted mini derby hats.
Those are
which are extremely hard to find now.
Yeah.
I'm going to show you the one that I have that's in...
Pristine.
Yes. The one that's on him is a little beat, because this one I want to try to keep nice, but this is what it was. It's a little mini derby hat, and you could only get this normally by booking a birthday party at Pizza Time Theater.
So
and they would fill this hat with tokens.
Oh, that's so cute.
They would give this to the birthday child. But to try to encourage the kids to buy stuff from the prize counter, if you bought a generic stuffed animal,
you would get one of the hats.
They would give you one of these for free for your little animal to wear.
That's so cute.
So I would buy the generic animals just to get the hat. So it worked.
Yeah.
So whoever thought of that back then on their management team, hey, good job, because it worked.
Yeah, it worked.
I bought 3 of these. I bought 2 gators and 1 orca just to get the hats.
The gators.
And I still have this gator, and I do still have the orca. He's actually boxed up
somewhere
over there under those animals.
And this over here, are these PTT cards?
Yes, those are. That's a driver card for the Cyberstar not Cyberstar, the show control system for Pizza Time Theater Show.
That's super cool.
And I can get those out so you can get
Oh, cool.
a closer look at those.
Those are super cool.
These are a couple of spare ones that we had, and they ended up in my collection. They're from 2 slightly different eras. As you can see, just looking at them, they have the 2 different logos. So this is the earlier
PTT and those
Pizza Time Theater one, and this one was like a year or 2 later.
Do they still work?
Yeah, these still work. These are workable.
That's Helen?
This one that's here is actually a light driver card. So this actually runs the lights on your Pizza Time Theater
or Chuck E. Cheese or PTT show, I know for a fact that I just kind of was there and I looked. Lowell has this exact card.
They slide right into the card cage on the system. You can see the clips here to hold them in. And this one is for driving the Helen character.
Would it be a Broadway Helen? Would it have been used for Broadway?
At the time that this was made, yes, this was for Broadway Helen. But you can use this for a modern Helen.
I bet it could work for it would work for modern Helen.
I mean, these are pieces that were usable in Danvers when I worked there in the late 90s, early 2000s. So these were functional, and I assume they would still work today.
Right.
But they're just, kind of just one of those cool things. I have some blank ones of these too somewhere that don't have the chips on them. It's just the blank cores. We gave out a bunch of those at one of the Cheese Ventures ones for giveaways because I had a friend who gave me a whole box of them that were just blank.
Do those things right there?
These
are they
only
for PTT shows, or could they work on a modern?
These could be used on a Munch stage.
Because I don't know
about today, however, because they've changed the EEPROMs and everything. I mean, you can see right here where the ribbon cable clips in for your computer signals.
I know for a fact that these were this is almost like the exact card that Lowell uses for their light system.
Yeah, it's
the same exact one.
It's a light driver card.
Yeah, I think it's the same exact one.
And then this is for driving a character.
Yeah. I think that one might still work.
You can see this one has a fuse in it that's built into it. And again, here's your character ribbon cable snaps into here with the little clips. And then this plugs into the back of the card cage.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're clever little things, and being a complete PTT geek, that's kind of a cool thing to have.
So, tell me about this, Jen. It's time to make big bucks.
This is a clock we used to have hanging in the kitchen at Danvers.
Sounds like Chuck.
Corporate sent it to us as just, kind of a fun thing. They were trying to encourage their management staff to, how can I word this? Poach managers from other businesses and other companies for a big reward. So if I went to another restaurant and
another Chuck E. restaurant or another restaurant?
No, like say Texas Roadhouse.
Okay.
Say I went to Texas Roadhouse and I talked, say, a manager that worked at that restaurant to come and work for Chuck E. Cheese's, and they were hired.
Yeah.
I would get a nice big bonus in my paycheck.
Has that ever worked ever?
No, I didn't do any of that type of.
Because that's kind of mean.
Well, not necessarily. I mean, we had other managers that did it, but I never got into that.
That sounds like something Chucky would say.
But that's what, they had like a kind of like an in-store advertising campaign where they're trying to encourage their management staff to go out into the field and get new management into the company. And
it just fell and broke.
And if you did that. Oh, it's all right. This comes off.
And if you didn't do it, then the clock would fall off the wall and break.
Yes, you would lose time. There we go. Now the walls up here are all drywall, and it's very hard to keep anything onto the walls. This has fallen down many times before. And no harm done. It's a great thing about rubbery plastic.
That's really cool.
But yeah, that's what that was for. They just hung it in the kitchen, and after a while, they decided, we don't want that hanging up anymore. I says, I'll take that home.
Yeah. So. Okay, what about these up here? These Chuck plushes. These seem special. The New York City one?
These are some of the limited edition Chuckies that they did back in the early 2000s, and then some of these are custom made.
This one looks like it's custom made, seeing he's smoking a cigar.
Some of these were made to sell, to raise money for various Cheeseventions. The first one was this one for Cheesevention 2.
That's Chucky with the Billy Bob shirt on?
Well, back then we had permission to have the two characters together.
Yes.
And then there was drama in the fan community that we won't get into.
But it happened.
we were asked not to have the two separate entities united together. But during Cheesevention 2, everybody was, you know, fine with that. So these were custom made.
Were they loved, Jen? Were they raving about it? Were they raved about how amazing they were?
You mean the fans?
Yeah.
Oh, they love these. You know what's really cool about this little guy is he has this custom made tag.
That is amazing.
Our friends at showbizpizza.com custom made limited edition plush that was made to sell at Cheesevention 2 to raise money for the event. And our friends at showbizpizza.com actually put this together. We bought like Wizard Chuckies and removed, or no, it was a birthday Chucky with the flag, and we removed the t-shirt, and they made a custom tag for it, and they were all numbered. There was only 25 of these that were made. This is number 2, and he's got like a little program, and he's got a little custom made t-shirt, and we sold these to the fans.
That's super cool, Jen.
And then this guy was made for Cheesevention 4 when we celebrated I think it was the 30th anniversary of Pizza Time Theater, or the 25th, I don't remember which. I think it was the 25th anniversary.
So is this what happens when you take his pants off? It just looks like that?
Well, he's made to look like Classic Rat with his brown vest and his cigar.
Was this like a Wizard Chuck or a birthday Chuck?
This one I think was a Wizard Chucky, because the Wizard Chuck didn't have pants. So we just took off his robe and took off his wand, and we made these. You know, he's got his rat tail and everything. And this one was made for Cheesevention 3.
Harmony.
This one I actually, these were also made by our friends at showbizpizza.com, but they only did the t-shirt. They kind of ran out, we were in a time crunch, and they kind of ran out of time. They wanted to do a little more to the figure. So after the event, I added the little straw hat, the little farmer's hat, and the little chicken.
I feel like Billy Bob and Harmony would get along really well.
Oh yeah, well they were both from the South.
Right.
And these others are just some random ones that I liked that they released as merchandise over the years.
Did you make this guitar?
I did. That plush was actually a prop in Cheesevention 10 when we had Classic Chuck come out on stage and try to perform an early song, and the annoying little pest showed up and was jumping all around. Well, back then, you have to understand the fan community, they hated the new look of Chucky with a passion. Have you heard of Funnergate?
Yeah.
Look it up sometime. So we had Classic Rat come out with a giant foam hammer and
bash him.
Yes, and it was fantastic. And I wish I had. There's video that exists, but nobody seems to want to share it with us.
What about this one?
But it was a great moment.
These up here.
Those are actually bootleg figures that I was sent for my collection.
That's awesome. What about these? Are really cool over here. The Rockstar figures. Are these Rockstar in a PTT section?
Yeah, those are cool posable action figures that somebody had given me for my birthday.
That's awesome.
And I thought was pretty nice.
Those are really cool. So, one more thing before we leave.
And that is
this. Oh, two more.
That is
what's this?
That's a handmade marionette that I made many years ago of Chuck E. Cheese.
Was it used in Chuck E.'s?
Yeah, we used to bring them into the Danvers store and do fun things. The day I went in to try to get hired, I brought that with me and said, "Look, I'm Chucky's #1 fan.
I made this.
And I think the GM scratched his head and thought I was a little crazy, but hey, he hired me."
Yes. And
we also did a training video at the Danvers store using that puppet that actually went through the district. There was a contest to try to, each store had to come up with their own training video, and we actually won the contest.
Was it used somewhere?
It just used in our district.
Oh, wow.
I have the master tape somewhere. It's actually quite funny.
I'll have to see that sometime.
Sometime.
Yeah. Okay, one more thing before we leave. What is this over here? This right
what?
Here. The big red bird.
Oh, that's my Looney Bird puppet that I'm sure viewers have seen many times in many different kinds of videos.
Yes.
That's all handmade as well. That's something I made back in 2004.
He is gorgeous.
And he's like, fully animated, his eyes and his mouth and everything. And
for sale now. At your local Goofy Gas dealer.
We've had a lot of fun with him.
He's awesome. We actually saw him in a video that we did. Remember?
Oh yeah.
We made a video. So this was Jen's tour, Jenn Waitt's
one of my rooms at least.
Room.
Yeah.
And it was great. So
it has. So
say bye to
everybody.
Say
Thanks for watching.